3 years ago, the city of Bucha was completely occupied by Russia. They just went around killing random civilians. Tons of war crimes happened here. But now, we're here 3 years later to see if there's still any damage, if they're rebuilding and what's going on. Let's check it out. Just over here, you can see these fences. These are all bullet holes. Check it out. Bullet hole, bullet hole. All of these are bullet holes. And these are just fences for random houses. Look at this. Someone took a machine gun and just completely shot up this fence. What was on the other side of here probably used to be a house. So all the fences while walking around the city have bullet holes in them. All of them. There isn't a single person's house that doesn't have bullet holes. So what did they do with all the people they killed? They gathered them up and they dug a mass grave. So we're gonna go to see the mass grave right now. It's in front of some type of church. So let's go check it out. Okay, check this out. Just walking here. Look what they did to this guy's front gate. Look. Wow, look at these holes. I don't know what type of gun that is, but it's a really nice house in there. So you can even see, I don't know if the camera can see it, but on his front door, there's also bullet holes. It's kind of crazy what happened here. Maybe this guy's alive, maybe not, I don't know. But a lot of people died here. But right now everything is pretty much back to normal. It's just a recovering city. So let's get to the grave and see what really happened.
А вы здесь живете? Я просто смотрю, здесь все как обстрелянное.
Ну, да, було чуть-чуть, но зараз воно трішки вже відреконструйоване.
Да, да. А вы здесь были, когда это случилось?
Так.
И как там было? Ну все как боялись, не выходили из дома, да?
Ні, виходили з домів, тому що треба була водичка, потрібна була їда якась, десь щось треба було якось би шукати.
Просто, ну я с Америки, и нам на новости говорили, что здесь, когда выходили, их просто убивали. Это так было?
Це не тут було, це було, вам потрібно йти на водопроводну, на Кірова, це на ту сторону железної дороги.
Где вокзал?
Так, за железнодорожний вокзал.
Ну здесь тоже шли, просто так стреляли в домах.
Так.
Да.
Це було, да. І в цей дом, де я живу, теж влучили.
Ага.
На Островського 36 теж влучили. Ну, у нас тут було більш-менш спокійно. Це потрібно йти на ту сторону.
Да. Окей, спасибо.
Все.
До свидания. Спасибо. До побачення.
So this guy pretty much said that during the war he was here, and in this area it was okay for people to come outside while the Russians were here. They didn't really kill them when they went outside. But there's another area by the train station where, well, everyone that went outside were pretty much killed for no reason. But we're gonna go there later after we see the mass grave. So let's get there first. So right behind me is a St. Andrew's Church, which is completely covered in bullet holes. But right here in front of it, they found several people in a mass grave buried here. So after Ukraine got Bucha back, they found this area and they found a mass grave with tons of people that were buried on the ground. And this is the exact area, and they made a memorial here for them. So check out this church here. I don't know how well the camera's gonna see it, but it's completely, not completely, but it's pretty destroyed. I don't know if you can see the destruction of it kind of falling apart, because this church was completely shot up. So here on the other side of the church, I'm gonna get a little closer to the wall so you guys can really see the destruction, what they did to the church. Check it out. Look, this whole wall was completely shot up. These are all bullet holes. These are probably already all new windows, but all these are bullet holes. I mean, look at that one. I don't know what type of gun that even is. Probably from a tank or something. Oh yeah, all different sizes of bullet holes here. And here, right downstairs from the church, there's a sign. Check it out. It's the missing people that were never found. So they were all presumed dead on those dates. So these people were never found. No one knows what happened to them. So they could be anywhere. They could be in Russia. They could be dead somewhere else. No one knows. No one has any idea where they are. It's kind of crazy to me that maybe they'll never know. Maybe after the war people will finally find out. We'll just have to see. So the next place we're gonna go to is next to the train station, Vokzalna Street, because that's where the guy said was the worst fighting he saw, where no one could have come outside. People were just starving in their homes, and if they come outside they would get shot. So let's go there and see how it is now. While walking to the other side of the city, check this out. This guy's balcony was also shot out, but he taped them. He put tape all over the bullet holes. Also, what I've noticed is all the windows on all the buildings are pretty much brand new. So all of the windows were probably shot out, and every one of them is replaced. Let's keep going. So all of these marks here, they're all bullet holes. So the Russian army was just walking around the city center and just shooting at random buildings. They didn't care what they kill, who they kill. Like right across the street from here is a big supermarket and a McDonald's. So this is right in the center. And wow, right in front of me I actually see one of the Russian vehicles that were taken. Let's go check it out. Look at it. I think this is a vehicle that was taken from the Russians, and now it's a monument here, letting everyone know that Ukraine won at the end. So this street here, Vokzalna Street, saw some of the fiercest fighting during the war. The street was full of Russian troops marching down and shooting these buildings. All of these buildings here, I don't know if you can see from the camera across the street, but they're all full of bullet holes, all being rebuilt. So during the war, while these people were home, they couldn't go outside. They had no food, no water, and if they went outside they would just be shot. Most of them died in their apartments. People were shooting the windows, the Russian army. So this is the reality 3 years later, and you can still see the bullet holes, and you can still see the real effect what happened here. Like the air here is really heavy. I don't know how to explain it, but you can really feel like there was a tragic thing that happened here. Okay, I want to show you guys one more thing. I'm gonna get on a marshrutka right now and head down Vokzalna Street to a neighboring city called Irpin. Irpin was also occupied by Russians, and also all of the buildings there have bullet holes and things like that. But we're gonna go to the border of Irpin and Kiev City, where there was a bridge, and now the bridge has been destroyed. Well, it was 3 years ago when the occupation happened. So let's go check it out. Okay, I couldn't find the marshrutka. I don't know. They just weren't running or something. So I ordered a cab. He's 1 minute away. Здравствуйте. After the Russian army massacred all those people in Bucha and Irpin, they started to head towards Kiev. So the Ukrainian army had to blow up the only bridge from Irpin to Kiev so they can save the city. So check out what they did. This bridge used to be the only thing connecting Kiev and Irpin over this river. So if they didn't blow up the bridge, the Russian forces would have advanced to Kiev, and who knows what would have happened there. I'm gonna go under the bridge to get closer so you guys can see that there was a truck, a minivan, flipped over in the river from when they blew it up. Check it out. So that was the reality for all of the people that were living in Bucha and Irpin. The Russians were just walking around and just shooting random homes, shooting people outside. There was no food, no water, people couldn't leave. So, yeah, that was the tragic Bucha massacre that happened here. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm heading to Kharkiv to see what's going on currently. So this all happened 3 years ago, and the city is still recovering. It's nowhere near fully recovered. But Kharkiv is currently the most bombed city in all of Ukraine, and it's currently being bombed every day. So we're gonna go take a train to Kharkiv, a 5-hour train, and check it out. Let's go.